All right, and welcome to GameSwap for Friday Night Magic. We got Nathan Wiggs on Abzan and Erik Baldus on Lantern Control. Tonight you got Brent Rogers with
Luke Borgermanke.
Nice.
Good name.
Well,
I mean, Brent is a pretty good name. Arguably better than mine.
sure.
Oh, we got matching sleeves.
No, there's no way. Erik only plays with purple.
Is that purple?
Yes.
All right.
Oh.
A mulligan.
So I know the exact list that Nathan is running because that was my deck.
Was your deck?
Was my deck. Erik has a pretty spicy card in there. In Lanterns, it's 2 blue and a colorless and X. You can tap artifacts to help you cast this spell, and the X is equal to the CMC of an artifact you can go fetch and throw out on the battlefield.
Okay.
So, like, if he's, like, worried about a bunch of creatures out there, he can just be like, alright, I'm going to get in Snaring Bridge real quick.
How about that?
So he can get, like, any artifact in his deck with that card, and I think that's going to help Lanterns immensely.
I think it comes down to if the Abzan deck can draw its Maelstrom Pulse or get all of the bridges out of his hand so he can, you know, swing it.
Sure.
We have a Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize. Wow, Erik went on a...
Well?
So... Oh, that's the artifact. It's 4-drop that says you have hexproof.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting main bordered.
Yeah, instead of ley lines. Oh, it also gets rid of all the curses you have on you.
Oh. I'm trying to figure out what a good curse is in Modern.
Yeah, I have no idea. I didn't know curses were a thing.
Nope. None come to mind. Isn't that interesting?
Isn't that interesting?
Alright, we have a Thoughtseize.
So apparently there aren't any curses. Alright.
Alright,
Yeah, Nathan, you gotta reveal the top card of your deck.
We have a Lantern of Insight that allows him to look at the top card of each library.
True.
And he may shuffle away if he sacrifices the Lantern.
Target player gets to shuffle the library.
And Nathan is continuing to flip over the top card of his library.
Thanks, John Madden.
Alright, we have a Goyf. How big is that Goyf?
Let's see. Artifact, sorcery.
I think that's
all I'm saying. That's all I believe that's in there.
We have a Runeclaw Bear with 1 extra toughness.
Sure.
Runeclaw Bear is always a 2/2.
So there's a land in there now, so now he's even bigger.
Yep, he definitely feeds that Tarmogoyf with the Lanterns.
Nom 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 nom.
Goyf is going to get big.
Gotta eat all those artifacts.
Alright, is Nathan playing any Planeswalkers?
Yeah, he's got 4 Lilies of the Veil.
Lily of the Veil. No Liliana the Last Hope?
No, I took that out. I didn't like it.
Is this your exact list?
Yes.
Is it your deck?
No, I sold it to him.
Oh. Another land.
And another one.
Here comes the... Oh my goodness, I'm blanking on the name of that card.
Tireless Tracker.
Alright, that's definitely going to do some work if he can't deal with it.
Sure. Next turn, he's going to draw that land. He's going to get 2 clues.
We're going to solve this mystery scoop.
I don't know about that.
You know this.
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that Tireless Tracker.
Definitely going to solve this mystery if he gets enough clues. We have a Shambling Vent.
Oh, man. You know, I have a feeling that after this match, Erik's going to be like, how dare you put me on stream?
Erik's going to What does he have in hand there? I see land, hexproof artifact.
Yep.
Well, that's helpful.
Yeah, it sure is.
Okay, Lantern, you need to draw some ensnaring bridges, or need to dig.
Yeah, he needs to dig hard.
And that Lantern of Insight is not bearing good news.
No.
Alright, he is shuffling.
I think if I was Eric, I would probably start using my Lantern of Insight to start shuffling my library.
I just might. It depends on... really depends on... does he have a fetch land in hand?
Eric?
Yeah.
No.
This... oh,
Lanterns
that's
doesn't run
correct. That
fetches.
doesn't play any
What's
fetches.
wrong with you?
A lot.
I remember my first time playing Magic.
I mean, at least it wasn't like, oh, that's not good.
That's a Lily. Now, how do you feel about Lily post-sideboard against Lanterns? Because you know they got bridges.
I think you have a lot more options in the sideboard. I mean,
True.
Depending on what... I don't know what your list has in the sideboard, but I mean, Maelstrom Pulse is extraordinarily amazing in this matchup.
There's one main board, one side.
Alright, so we have land, sorcery.
Nathan has to reveal the top card of his library.
We're all in suspense on what that card is. Here comes the Tireless Trackers.
Oh, man, that Tireless Tracker's going to start doing work.
Oh, yes, sir.
That is for sure.
Alright, what is Nathan's top card of his library?
Yeah, we need to know Nathan's top card. Por favor. Even though I don't think it's going to matter. I think Nathan's going to get this pretty hands down.
Alright, now Eric has Hexproof, but Hexproof don't care about those things.
True.
It's a scavenging ooze. That's just more beats. It's also got... no, that's a Godless Shrine. He also has a Shambling Vent somewhere.
Oh, man.
Well, that does it for game one. The Siege Rhino finishing him off.
Rhino. Man.
Not good things. That's what Eric is saying.
That's very true.
Alright, Eric needs to get some ensnaring bridges out there. Dig better.
At least one.
At least one.
Because if he Maelstrom Pulse and he has two out, both of them are gone.
Gone.
Very true.
So I'm gonna look for Eric holding back an ensnaring bridge in hand just because of Maelstrom Pulse. So he's
He should.
he has to force the issue.
Yeah, he should. If he doesn't, I'm gonna make fun of him when the Maelstrom Pulse comes down. I'm like, Eric, you know it's in the deck.
Alright, so Abzan has a pretty good package against Lantern. They got Abrupt Decays, Maelstrom Pulse. They can... I don't know. I mean, it really comes down to if Lantern's able to set up and keep him off of cards.
Yeah, and Eric just wasn't seeing any of that. He got flooded pretty hard. I really think he should have fetched... or he should have sacked his Lantern of Insight a little earlier to try to shuffle his cards away. Try to get a better card up top.
Yeah, they definitely...
because the Mox was not going to do anything for him because he already had one out.
Yeah, but he's got the Mox. I mean, the best thing that Eric can really do is, I don't know, trial and error, try to find that ensnaring bridge, because what else does he have against this deck?
Yeah, I don't know.
Doesn't play a lot of removal spells. It's
I think there are... I don't know if Abrupt Decay is main board or side.
I think it's sideboard in most builds.
Yeah, I would imagine there's a few main board, though.
I can feel one or two, but I think the majority of them will be in the sideboard.
Sure.
I think most of them will come in, or if not all, because
Yeah.
Tarmogoyfs and Tireless Tracker prime targets.
Yeah.
The only thing it doesn't hit is Siege Rhino, right?
True. True.
I don't see anything bigger in the Abzan build other than maybe what is the name? Thrall the Last Troll?
Oh, Thrawn.
Do you play him?
No.
No.
I did. I took him out for Gideon. Ally, I think.
Ally Zendikar? The
Yeah,
one that
I
makes the
think so.
knights?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good one. How do you feel about the new Gideon, the one that you can zero at the very beginning and then you can't die as long as you have a Gideon?
That's pretty stupid. Because when Eddie was on blue-white control, he had that Gideon in there, and at that time I was playing ad nauseum, and I'm just like, so now I have to kill Gideon and him in one turn. And then, because of the new Planeswalker rule, He'd have 2 out at the same time, and I'm just like, all right,
Exactly.
that's cool.
It doesn't even specify that it has to be Gideon of the Trials, the
No,
one that...
just a Gideon.
A Gideon. It could be Gideon of... What is the oldest Gideon?
I don't know.
I think he's 6 mana.
Gideon Jura.
Good job.
Thanks. And it's 5 mana, by the way. Yes, I used my resources that were on the screen.
Good job. All right, so
it's not cheating in high school. I'm using my resources of people's papers around me.
What does Erik have there? The blue card.
Ooh, I think it might be that card that I was talking about.
Oh, Bobble.
Bobble?
Hello.
Since when was Bobble in this? I'm really intrigued.
I don't understand why Bobble's in the deck, but...
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't know. It seems like Serum Visions might just be better.
Well, the thing is Erik can look at the top players, okay, and then he's gonna... That's really awkward.
I don't know. He does have all the Lanterns of Insight. It seems like it's too much.
Oh, I guess it is. Yeah, turn 1 Opal would be good, but no Opal in hand.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I don't think he would be able to do too much with that anyway.
All right.
The thoughts.
We're back to lava axing ourselves in the face, but we're not playing Death Shadow.
Yeah, that's the card.
Okay,
That's the card.
Can we get a picture of that?
I'm pretty sure that's the card. I think it's super spicy. The blue card that Nathan just made him discard. It's from the news, one of the last 2 sets that came out.
All right, what did we say it was? It was 4 mana, X. You can.
I think it's 3 or 4 mana, 2 blue and a colorless X. You can tap artifacts to help you cast this, and search your library for an artifact card, and play it. I believe it's play it.
Weir of Invention. Improvise.
Yeah, there it is. 3 blue. Okay.
Search your library for an artifact card with converted mana cost X or less. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Oh.
Isn't that sick?
We are going to go find some ensnaring bridges if we have the chance.
No, we're not, because we're just going to draw it out right out the top.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, we have Inquisition and ensnaring bridges on the top.
Oh,
we have...
man. Oh, and there's no Abrupt Decay.
What a beautiful forest. How
Nathan
about that?
doesn't have Abrupt Decay. Yeah, let's talk about the new lands real quick. How do you like them?
All right, I actually don't have a problem with any of them. I know people who don't like the plains, and I'm just looking at.
I like the plains.
It's beautiful.
You know which one I don't like? I'll give
If you
2
say the
guesses.
island, I'm going to be upset.
No. I love the island.
All right, I'm gonna say mountain.
Yes,
Okay.
because it's like it's a red brown around the mountain. I want that to be like a vibrant
volcano?
red. Yeah, no. I want it to be like vibrant green or vibrant red, like how the green is for the forest.
Okay.
But now it's like red, like a
Bread.
Like it's bread. It's a brown
Bread.
red, and it's disgusting looking. The mountain art itself is great, but the border of like how it's bread is disgusting.
They should make a volcano. That should be the mountain.
Oh man!
And we have multiple arts of ensnaring bridge. How about that?
Yeah, that's Erik for you.
I mean, do we have the do we have a promo one with the little star at the bottom?
No,
Oh.
I don't think so. I know he's got 3 of the brown ones, and I think just the one of the white border.
I think I'm a fan of the non-white border, but I do like white borders. I'm the one guy on Earth.
What?
that likes
Oh,
white
there's a
borders.
Maelstrom Pulse.
Here we go.
But Erik is getting
He does have 2 in hand.
is getting a Shredder here soon, so that's just not going to happen.
Unless he spares the Maelstrom Pulse's life.
No. Why? No.
Not
if
happening.
If Erik does, I'm going to have some serious problems with him.
Okay. Now
But here's the thing: is Erik doesn't have another land.
Oh, that's not good.
To put that bridge out.
Oh, and he always has the Lantern of Insight as a last resort. But we do have do have some souls in the graveyard.
Sure. Yeah, so it's very interesting how Lantern of Insight works with cantrips and stuff.
Right.
Because so say Nathan goes to draw a card.
Okay.
He gets to see that card.
Mm-hmm.
And then say he played Serum Vision, so he scries 2. He sees the top card,
But not the next.
but not the next. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
It's just so interesting how that works.
And then what if he Serum Visions and then decides, hey, the card you didn't see, I want to put on top. Oh, now you get to see it.
Oh, now you get to see it.
Okay, okay. But I got to look at it first.
Yeah, there goes that Maelstrom Pulse.
And a Goyf on top.
That's
How
fine,
about
because
that?
Eric's about to get another land to play that
Ensnaring Bridge.
Ensnaring Bridge.
And we're going to Inquisition away.
Lily. No.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Lily.
I
Well,
think
he chose
that's-
Lily.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I'm not sure if I agree with it either, but we move on.
That's right. We move on.
We continue down the path. And Tireless Tracker seems pretty good right here, but
Goyf.
Goyf
Good old
is on.
Goyf.
now how huge is that Goyf? At least
Does he have
delirium
delirium?
size.
3 ways to sun? I don't know about that.
I don't know. He's got Artifact, Sorcery, Planeswalker, Instant.
Ooh, the Stony Silence, but it's going to be too late because if he throws that on top, Eric's just going to mill it away. So what do you do here? You put a land on top?
I think you put a land on top and then... Oh, goodness. He's got a huge board, though.
I mean, Eric doesn't have to. Oh, no. No, why would you do that? That's not a good idea. Because you got to make sure Eric doesn't mess up.
Pithing Needle.
And
Here comes
play
Bridge.
that bridge.
He's
You're
quoting us.
obviously going to make him mill that.
And a second one on top. Nope, it is
Nope.
another beautiful
So
swamp.
Eric's got this pretty locked down.
Well, Souls is a viable option, and he has the ability to flash that back.
We need to see the top card of the library of Nathan, please. Thank you, Nelson.
That is very important. Otherwise, this deck might not work.
Oh, man, Eric's just seeing all the bridges now.
Okay, didn't see any last game. Gonna see them all now.
Yep. Eric does have an Abrupt Decay in hand.
All right, what any choosers here? Probably the Tarmogoyf if for some reason he ever gets more than enough cards in hand, but that would never work.
Why would you...
I'm not exactly sure.
I think at that point, I would target Vault of the Archangel.
Is it a non-land card?
No, it's just, it can't be, it can't affect mana producing abilities. So yeah, Archangel would be able to produce mana, but it wouldn't be able to give the lifelink death touch.
Yeah, I like.
Actually,
naming-
at this point, I don't think that really matters. So I think Liliana would be a good call. Yeah. Yeah, I talked myself out of it.
You talked yourself out of it?
Yeah, because Eric's not trying to win by getting Nathan's health to 0. Eric's trying to win by just aggravating Nathan to death.
Yeah, and it's not like he has any blockers.
Sure.
It's not like Death Touch really matters. Vault of the Archangel as a draft card is glorious.
Oh, I'm sure.
I remember.
But I don't play draft. I play good formats.
You play good formats.
Yes. Oh, Eric got rid of the other Maelstrom Pulse.
Goodbye.
I think at this point Nathan just gives up.
Does he have Abrupt Decays? Okay. Does he have more than one Abrupt Decay that he can draw? I don't think so.
Nathan should have 2. Fatal Push, yeah, he can have that.
Alright, it just depends on if Eric is going to get the concession from Nathan or we're going to continue playing Magic. Or whatever we call this.
Yeah. So, Nathan needs, being a good Magic player also is knowing when you've lost.
And then having enough time to complete
Yeah,
it.
so we can go to game 3.
Chat says never surrender. What do you think about that, Brent?
Okay, Eric did get another way to mill. Yeah, there we go. So because Eric had 2 ways to get rid of the top card, at that point, I'd give up. If it was still just the one, I'd stick it out. I'd stick it out.
All right, moving on to game 3.
There we go.
Do you think that Nathan, seeing that the War of Invention is going to change anything he does?
Probably trying to get rid of his artifacts on board, but there's only 4 cards in his deck that can do that.
Right. Erik doesn't have any way to recycle his graveyard, does he?
Yeah, he's got the Academy.
Oh. Okay.
And he's got, well, it doesn't do
Academy
with
of
his,
Ruins, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't mess with his graveyard, but he can regenerate his artifacts with Welding Jar.
Oh, that's good enough for me. So long as it doesn't all get thought seized out of his hand, he'll be okay.
Sure.
You think
sure.
Nathan would keep a hand of Swamp, Fetch Land, Thoughtseize, and then any other cards?
Depends which fetch land.
Let's go with
No, it
Verdant
doesn't.
Catacombs.
It doesn't matter. So Swamp, Fetch, 3 Thoughtseize. Is that what you said?
I said 2.
Okay, 2. And any 2 other cards? If it was 2 other lands, I'd say no.
What if one of the lands with a Shambling Vent? Okay, no Thoughtseize turn 1.
Yeah, I'd keep it. I'd keep that.
Another Bauble. And it looks like we have at least 1 Inquisition and 2 Inquisitions in hand for Erik. And Nathan's in the lead.
Not with this. Oh,
That
this
hurts.
hand. So I don't think Eric's going to worry about Collective Brutality.
I don't think he will either. I think Maelstrom Pulse being hidden under those 2 cards is still not enough to shield it.
Yeah. But I think Eric's next Inquisition, which it should be next turn, should be Liliana.
Definitely, definitely.
I totally agree with the Maelstrom Pulse.
And we have an Abrupt Decay.
Ooh, that's going to change Eric's mood on that. Hopefully. I don't...
Well,
Why would you duress Erik? There's
there's an Inquisition in hand.
Oh, that's true. Oh, and he's got the War of Inventions in there.
Oh,
too.
good. I'd still take... Okay.
Yeah, I would take
I
that.
guess he's not scared to lose his Liliana.
Or Abrupt Decay.
I'm sure he knows that he'll take the Abrupt Decay then.
Ooh, that's so tough.
So on one hand, the Liliana does work, but on the other hand, that makes his first Ensnaring Bridge very bad.
Yeah.
Very dead. Pithing Needle.
Okay, so that's nothing to worry about.
Never mind.
But now you need an Inquisition, take his Abrupt Decay, so now... No!
I would have
completely
not done
disagree
that.
with that. He's going to Abrupt Decay that Pithing Needle. Or does he? Does he right now? No.
I think I'd save it for the bridge if he... Well, he's got Siege Rhino in hand and a Swamp.
Yeah, I think Nathan's got to just pass. End step, kill Pithing Needle. Or in response to Inquisition.
He does not like mysteries, says Erik.
Mysteries are scary, dude.
Jace knows this to be true. Alright, so I think he's going to fire off that Abrupt Decay.
On the Shredder?
Interesting.
I completely disagree with this.
I would have taken out Pithing Needle if he...
Yeah, it should be Pithing Needle.
Well, Erik is going to decide if he wants him to draw that card, and... Okay, he wants him to draw that card. Erik should be at 19.
Yes. So, only legal targets, Lily. So that makes Pithing Needle basically useless.
I guess Nathan thought that he was going to take... Well, if he Abrupt Decays Pithing Needle, then the Liliana is the only target. So Abrupt Decaying Pithing Needle isn't going to actually stop his plan.
This is tough. So we're looking... What is that? Oh, he's fetching through his land, or his deck.
With the Verdant Catacombs, yep. So,
Thanks, John Madden.
you're welcome. Abzan has very few resources right now, but it doesn't look as though Erik is much in the lead.
I don't think anyone's in the lead right now.
It's like they're trading 1 for 1. I think Erik wins that battle, but we do have an angry Siege Rhino going to come down.
Yeah, that's going to start hurting.
An entire 16.
Erik drew a card because I'm bobbled, but he has no idea what it was. Oh, it was the War of Invention.
All right, we're going to take a peek.
Wait, why would you do that? Yep.
We have a War of Invention, and we have... Alright, so he's got the 4 lands, but I don't know what he can do with 1. I mean, he could go get another Millstone, but it seems like it'd be a lot better to save it for something that can stop that Siege Rhino.
Sure. Yeah, I would definitely wait to get enough artifacts out there to get that...
You know what might break this deck, Lantern?
What?
If he could search for an artifact that says destroy target creature.
That would be dumb.
That'd be very dumb.
That would be very dumb. So I don't know why Nathan kept Path in his deck.
I'm pretty sure chat was ahead of us on that Pithing Needle play.
About trying to get rid of the Pithing Needle?
Yeah, Decaying Pithing Needle will force him to take Liliana. Chat says that there is one, but it does not see much play.
I have no idea what it is.
It must not be a very mana-efficient spell.
Sure. So he's going to get Lantern of Insight, I would imagine?
I can see that. Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. Meanwhile, the Siege Rhino is taking out life points, and here comes his friend Tireless Tracker.
Sure. What? Erik's logic is beautiful sometimes, you know.
It's not over until the fat lady sings.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I agree.
We're going to go digging. What is that? Is that a...
Yeah, I have no idea. Come on.
That is not a mana tithe.
No, that's not.
Doesn't even look like it has a mana cost.
Might be a land.
Had way too much text to be a land.
You don't know him.
I'm going to have to ask Erik what that card is. Erik talking out loud how he's not going to die to board.
Erik's really good at that. Just talking to himself.
He says go. Now does Nathan want to go?
I don't think Nathan has a choice.
Very true.
So you want to hear something really funny this week?
Go ahead.
Yesterday, I was playing Ad Nauseam.
Okay.
Up against Tropical Fish.
Okay.
And my hand was set up for the turn 3 win, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I go to slide a hand, and I get Pack Negation or Simian Spirit Guide. If I take the Simian Spirit Guide, I win on turn 3. If I play it safe and take the Pact, I'm just playing it safe. So me playing it safe caused me to lose the game. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting. Playing it safe, ladies and gentlemen, does not guarantee you safety.
True.
All right, so it looks like we actually
Mario Garcia just subscribed. Thank you. Oh, is that the Mario that commentates with Mark all the time?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
So it looks like the seal of, what is this seal of Prisium?
What?
What
the
is
Mill Rock?
Yeah.
That's Pixis Lantern or something like that.
What am I thinking of that? All right, it looks like he exiled away a Liliana off the top, and then another one hit the graveyard. Uh-oh. Well, it looks like the Ensnaring Bridge is nowhere to be seen, and that's going to wrap this up. Abzan will win 2-1 against Lantern Control.
Very true.
Yes, you just saw it, Brent.
Yep. Wow, that's disappointing. I was really hoping for lanterns. I love lanterns as a deck.
I'm not a fan.
You're wrong.
It tries to do the mill deck, but cheat at it. If you're going to go mill, you got to go all in and just do a bunch of spells.
Do you think Modern is anything about fair decks anymore?
No.
Exactly. We got...
Storm is a deck, therefore no.
God, I hate Storm. Storm, and then
Ad
E-Tron. Don't get me started on E-Tron.
E-Tron.
Ad nauseum, completely fair deck, okay? Just no worries.
Brent has a special place in his heart for people who play E-Tron.
Not even located in my heart.
E-Tron is not liked among Brents, but it is liked among many people that are at the store.
Unfortunately.
Or fortunate if you play mill.
No, it's unfortunate.
You wanted to play that land?
Just Tron things. Because just Tron things is like, oh, turn 3 Tron, no matter what.
Unless you got a hand of smallpoxes.
No, they're going to get it. They'll get it. They'll get it.
You have little faith, Brent.
You're right.
Alright, I'll give you one. Lantern control against Tron.
Who's going first? Real quick, who's going first? Lantern or...
Lantern.
Lantern's going first? Probably Lantern. I don't know. We'll talk about this next round.
Okay, we will.
So we will be back in about 20, 25 minutes for round 2.